I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Hello everyone. Welcome back to the V Squad TV channel. Tonight, the streets of Paris once again glowed a little brighter as Kim Taehyung, also known as V of BTS, was spotted strolling through the city. The air itself seemed to shift the moment he appeared, as though Paris, already a city synonymous with art and beauty, found its muse in him once again. Fans who happened to be nearby couldn't believe their luck. Many froze for a few seconds before rushing to capture a glimpse of the global icon walking with the quiet grace that has become his signature. There's something almost cinematic about the way Taehyung moves through the world. Every step he takes seems measured yet effortless, as if he's part of a scene directed by life itself. Dressed in layers that perfectly balanced comfort and sophistication, he looked like the embodiment of modern-day Parisian charm. His presence carried both mystery and familiarity, like an elegant poem written in motion. Witnesses described how even the faint sound of his shoes clicking against the cobblestones drew eyes toward him. The city lights reflected softly against his hair, framing his face with an ethereal glow that made him look almost unreal. It was one of those moments when the mundane suddenly turned magical, simply because Taehyung was there. Fans who caught sight of him quickly shared photos and clips online, and within minutes, social media platforms were flooded with posts under tags like hashtag Taehyung in Paris, hashtag V in Paris night, and hashtag Paris glows with V. Every picture captured a different nuance of his aura. Some showed his radiant smile, others the calm confidence in his stride. No matter the angle, he exuded the kind of elegance that can't be staged. It simply exists within him. Later in the evening, Taehyung was seen heading toward a charming Parisian restaurant tucked between narrow streets lined with flickering lights. Dressed in a soft-toned coat, sleek trousers, and polished shoes, he managed to look effortlessly refined while still approachable. Fans nearby said he greeted a few of them warmly before slipping inside, his deep voice and gentle manner making their hearts race. Even during casual nights like this, Taehyung transforms simplicity into spectacle. There's an ease in the way he carries himself, a blend of natural charisma and quiet self-assurance that makes even the smallest gestures feel monumental. To him, it might have been just dinner, but to those who saw him, it was a night to remember forever. Inside the restaurant, diners whispered excitedly when they realized who had just arrived. Some pretended to look away, only to sneak glances through mirrors or reflections in wine glasses. It was as though the entire atmosphere subtly shifted the moment he entered. Conversations softened, music seemed sweeter, and time slowed. Meanwhile, outside, more fans gathered quietly, not wanting to disturb him but eager to feel part of the magic. The Paris night had turned into an impromptu celebration of his presence. A group of fans softly hummed BTS melodies, their voices blending with the hum of the city, a gentle tribute to the man who continues to inspire millions. When Taehyung finally emerged, the crowd erupted into quiet cheers. He smiled, waved, and thanked them with the sincerity that always defines him. Even that small wave felt monumental, a gesture that connected his world to theirs. He didn't need grand gestures or fanfare. His warmth alone was enough. Back on the streets, cameras clicked furiously, but Taehyung didn't seem to mind. He looked up briefly at the night sky, as though savoring the moment, before walking on. The way his coat moved with the breeze and his silhouette disappeared into the Paris lights felt straight out of a film. By midnight, the internet was already ablaze. Videos of his brief stroll were replayed millions of times, and comments poured in from every corner of the globe. He looks like a dream. Others pointed out that what truly sets him apart isn't just his looks or fashion, but the atmosphere he brings. Wherever he goes, he radiates calmness and warmth. He doesn't command attention, he attracts it. There's a difference, and Taehyung embodies that difference with every breath. As the night grew deeper, fans online began compiling their favorite clips of the evening, adding soft background music, slow-motion edits, and poetic captions. The result felt like a love letter to Taehyung, written not with ink but with admiration. Paris had witnessed countless stars, But tonight, it seemed to belong to him alone. In one fan-taken video, he's seen glancing into a boutique window, his reflection shimmering against the glass. For a moment, he looks lost in thought, the kind of quiet introspection that makes him feel deeply human despite his global fame. That fleeting second became one of the most shared clips of the night. Photographers compared his presence to that of old Hollywood icons. Graceful, magnetic, and timeless. But there's something even more modern about him, too. He carries the duality of someone who knows fame but never lets it define his soul. By early morning, French news outlets were reporting on his sighting. Headlines called him the Prince of Paris Nights and the idol who made the city stop for a moment. The fascination wasn't only about his celebrity status, it was about how he made people feel. That's the essence of Taehyung's charm. Emotional resonance beyond the visual. For fans, this wasn't just another celebrity encounter. It was a shared experience, a collective memory painted across social media timelines and whispered conversations. Some said it felt like watching art in real time. Others said it reminded them why they loved him in the first place. Every time Taehyung visits Paris, something poetic happens. Maybe it's the harmony between his elegance and the city's spirit, or perhaps it's how he mirrors the romance that Paris itself embodies. Tonight was no exception. It felt like Paris had found its rhythm again. Soft, soulful, and filled with light. Those who followed his journey online noticed how his smile never wavered, how his demeanor stayed gentle even amidst flashing cameras. That balance between confidence and humility is what keeps his aura unshakable. He's both the superstar and the boy next door, seamlessly intertwined. Fans who met him shared touching accounts of how kind he was, describing the calm energy he radiated. One fan wrote, "He made eye contact, smiled, and it felt like the world stopped for a heartbeat." That's the Taehyung effect. An emotional pause in an otherwise restless world. As the digital buzz continued, brands, stylists, and even artists began resharing his photos, calling him a walking masterpiece. His ability to blend into the Paris aesthetic while still standing out completely is something only Taehyung can do. The night ended with him disappearing into a private car, waving softly as it drove away. Even that final moment became symbolic. Fans describing it as watching the final scene of a perfect film. Paris, for that brief night, became his stage once more. When dawn arrived, traces of his presence lingered everywhere. In the echoes of laughter, in photos glowing on phone screens, in hearts still racing from an accidental encounter. Taehyung had come and gone, but the city seemed to hum a little differently after him. His visit reminded everyone why he remains one of the most beloved figures in the world. Not just for his artistry, but for his humanity. There's a rare, almost spiritual quality in the way he connects with people without saying a word. As Paris wakes up to a new morning, the memory of Taehyung's night stroll continues to shimmer in the city's consciousness. The cafes hum with whispers of his sighting, and
There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons.